So 4 years of experience, you have not added anything. So you joined through laptop, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have any Angular running environment at the local?
No, not at the moment right now.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Sure.
Wait. I will share my screen, then we'll start with it. Okay.
Okay.
Just a minute. Let me go through your resume first.
No problem.
Summary you have added, that's fine. 4 years of experience, study in a disaster study, designing, coding, testing, debugging. Okay. For testing, what you are using? Application testing.
Right now we are
What?
just
Okay, got it. So have you mentioned just somewhere in your resume you worked with? Yeah, testing. See, skill you have added in the second page, I think. It should be in your first page.
okay.
And the project detail it can go in the next page. You can
Okay.
check the resume on the top mat.
Mhm.
It's in the free, so you can download that resume and check that your how you can fit your resume in that resume or just change a little bit about it. Okay, I will
Sure.
share that resume now. Let me share my
Mhm.
screen for now. So at least you will get little bit idea how it should be the resume.
That would be good. More.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Okay, we'll compare your resume with this. Can
Okay.
you see?
Yes.
Okay,
I get.
so if you see now everything on the single page, the resume is two page, but the information which is required for interview, HR, and for you, it's on
Mhm.
the first page, and the
Okay.
detail of the companies and all on the second page. This is the your name and all. So this is
Mhm.
your summary which you have added. Okay,
Okay.
key highlight would be like this. You can
Mhm.
change it according to your need. Then company profile you can add how many time you switch and all. Okay, over here, then you can add your education. This is the skill
Mhm.
what I was talking. This should be on your first
Okay.
page. Okay. Then your responsibility should be on first page. Then your
Okay.
professional because you are selling yourself. Okay. So
Mhm.
first page it should only you. Okay. So
Okay.
अगर कोई HR आता है तो उसको पहले पेज में ही सब कुछ समझ में आ जाना है कि निखिल क्या क्या करता है, ठीक है।
ठीक
उसको
है।
सेकंड पेज
ओके।
देखने की जरूरत ना पड़े, इसके लिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है। अभी आपका
ठीक
स्किल
है।
देखने के लिए उसको ना सेकंड पेज पे एट द एंड यहाँ पे आना पड़ेगा, करेक्ट, विच इज नॉट गुड।
हम्म।
उसको पूरा रिज्यूम पढ़ना
ठीक है।
पड़ेगा। अगर मैं आया
ओके।
मैंने पढ़ा इतना सा तो मेरे को समझ में आ जाएगा, हाँ इसने एंगुलर में काम किया है, इसने मटेरियल में काम किया है, मेरे को
हम्म।
रिक्वायरमेंट एंगुलर मटेरियल की विद एंगुलर है, तो मैं हाँ इसका रिज्यूम सेलेक्ट कर लूंगा, मतलब पहले पेज पे देख के।
हम्म।
ठीक है।
ठीक
अभी
है।
उसको कितने साल का एक्सपीरियंस है तो मैं यहाँ से सीधा पढ़ सकता हूँ 2017 से 2020, समझ लो तो 14 से तो
हम्म।
8 साल का 8-9 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है। तो ऐसे
ओके।
इजीली वो पहले पेज पे उसको समझ में आ जाएगा, तो उसको कंपनी का इन्फॉर्मेशन देखने की जरूरत भी नहीं, उसको नाम मिल गया यहाँ पे कंपनी का, कौन सा कंपनी में काम किया है, कब से किया
हम्म।
है वो मिल गया, एक्सपीरियंस मिल गया, तुम्हारा स्किल मिल गया। वो फिर तुम्हारा
हम्म।
प्रोजेक्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन पड़ेगा ही नहीं ना, यहाँ पे सिनॉप्सिस क्या था प्रोजेक्ट,
हम्म।
उसकी जरूरत ही नहीं है ना। तो खत्म हो
ठीक है।
जाता है पहले पेज पे, पूरा खत्म हो जाएगा तुम्हारा।
ओके।
क्योंकि आप खुद को सेल कर रहे हो ना कंपनी को, ना कि कंपनी
हम्म।
के प्रोजेक्ट को सेल कर रहे हो, करेक्ट।
हम्म।
तो ऐसे उसको मैनेज करो, या फिर आपके रिज्यूम में ऐसे कुछ उसको मतलब चेंज करो कि वो ऐसे मतलब उसका लुक लाइक थोड़ा सा ऐसे हो, या पहले पेज में सब कुछ आप डाल दो,
ठीक है।
कंपनी का इंफॉर्मेशन और आपके पर्सनल डिटेल सेकंड पेज, दैट्स फाइन। बट
ठीक है।
जो तुमको बेचना है खुद में वो तुम्हारा पहले पेज पे होना चाहिए,
ठीक है।
है ना।
मैं इनको शफल करता हूँ, लाइक स्किल्स मैं
कि
ना इनको अपफ्रंट करता हूँ, और जो ये एक्सपीरियंस है इसको मैं
हाँ
बिलो डाउन
आपकी
करता हूँ।
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज होनी चाहिए, ठीक है।
ठीक है।
आपके
ओके।
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज होने चाहिए, आपके की हाईलाइट क्या है प्रोजेक्ट में वो होना चाहिए,
हम्म।
और आपके टेक्निकल
हम्म।
स्किल पहले पेज पे मैंडेटरी ही है। ठीक है, इसको चेंज कर सकते
ओके।
हो आप अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड, कितना साल का एक्सपीरियंस है कौन से टेक्नोलॉजी में। अगर मैं आया और इस रिज्यूम में सिर्फ मैंने ये लाइन भी पढ़ा ना तो भी मैं समझ लूंगा
हम्म।
कि इसने क्या क्या काम किया है। एंगुलर
ठीक है।
किया है मतलब टेस्ट केस लिखा होगा, टाइपस्क्रिप्ट काम किया होगा,
हम्म।
HTML CSS तो करता ही है बंदा, बूटस्ट्रैप काम किया,
हम्म।
अभी मैंने ऐसा मतलब मैंने एंगुलर मटेरियल में काम किया तो मैं मटेरियल भी लिख दूंगा। ठीक है।
ठीक है।
तो एक लाइन में पढ़ के समझ में आता है ना कि बंदे ने काम किया है, उसका फिर
हम्म।
पूरा 2 मिनट खाने से। ठीक है, तो ऐसे
ठीक है।
थोड़ा सा उसको अपडेट करो तो थोड़ा सा इजी रहता है सामने वाले को समझने के लिए, ठीक है।
ओके।
ओके। और लेट मी स्टॉप नाउ। ओके। एक मिनट, मैं ना एंगुलर का एक एप्लीकेशन ढूंढ रहा हूँ जहाँ पे हम कोडिंग कर पाए, थोड़ा सा मुझे ना एक कोडिंग का क्वेश्चन देना था आपको।
आई थिंक मेरे पास एक कंपाइलर है, उसके थ्रू अपन कर सकते
हाँ तो उसके ओके, लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन फर्स्ट। उसको ना आप रन करके रखो तब तक।
हैं। ठीक।
ठीक है, मैं अभी मेरा स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ। ओके, इज इट विजिबल?
यस।
ओके, सो we have to do one thing. We have to implement page like this. Okay, so
ओके।
here what would be happen, what will be, this should be input box. Okay,
हम्म।
once I clicked on enter, okay,
हम्म।
so if I clicked on push, okay, it should
हम्म।
push here. Okay, if I
ओके।
put G after H, if I put H over here, so it should push. Okay,
ओके।
from here it will go here and it will push at the end of the array. This is nothing but one array. Okay, we are maintaining one array. Okay,
हम्म।
if you are pushing, then it should push at the end. If you are popping, then it should remove from the last. If you are
हम्म।
picking, if it will pick last one. So it will show here
हम्म।
last element picked G. Okay,
हम्म।
and you can check it if all the elements are empty or not. Okay, so we have to work on, we have to, hello, hello,
हेलो।
yep, sorry,
यस, आई कैन हियर यू
मैं मेरा
नाउ।
इंटरनेट चला गया। ठीक
नो
है।
वरीज।
ओके, आपको समझा
हम्म।
ना क्या क्या करना है इसमें? आपको स्क्रीन दिख रहा है ना पर प्रॉपर? ओके,
हाँ।
हाँ मैं बताता हूँ, अभी फिर से बताता हूँ। समझ लो मेरे पास एक इनपुट बॉक्स है, ठीक है।
हम्म।
अगर मैं उसको पुश करता हूँ तो पुश होना चाहिए, एंटर पे भी पुश कर सकते हो, करेक्ट।
ओके।
पॉप करने के लिए अगर पॉप पे 2 बार क्लिक करूंगा तो जी और एफ निकल जाएगा, ई रहेगा, सिर्फ ई तक रहेगा।
हम्म।
पिक करेंगे तो लास्ट वाला जो रहेगा ना उसको पिक करके यहाँ पे दिखाएगा कि भाई लास्ट वाला एलिमेंट जी था। इज
ठीक है।
एम्प्टी मतलब नथिंग बट तुम्हारा एरे फ्री, मतलब लेंथ उसका जीरो है कि नहीं, तुमको सिर्फ लेंथ चेक करना है। अगर एम्प्टी होगा तो हम यहाँ पे दिखाएंगे कि भाई तुम्हारा एरे का लेंथ जीरो है, मतलब एम्प्टी है। और रीच फुल
हम्म।
नथिंग बट स्टैक कितना भी रह सकता है, करेक्ट, हम कितना भी डाल सकते
हम्म।
हैं, तो ये कभी भी फुल नहीं होगा। तो
हम्म।
समथिंग काइंड ऑफ दिस वी हैव टू इम्प्लीमेंट, सो
ठीक है।
yep.
और
Any
these
question?
functions would be button like push, pop,
Yes,
pick, and these
yes,
are
yes.
buttons, right?
Yep, yep, yep. Uh,
Okay.
let me show you that example if I have somewhere. No, I don't have that right now. So these are the
No
button,
problem.
nothing but buttons. Okay. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I will share this with in the that sheets as well. So you can start. I'm sharing my stop my sharing.
Let me know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
So what is
Okay.
this compiler? ngrun.com?
It's Angular, something online compiler I've searched for.
ngrun.com. Oh, nice. I was
So
not aware
that
about
is
it.
like pretty much good. Like we can create some component services directly from here, and then we can perform our implementation. Okay.
Good.
So what we need is basically we need an input box. So it's placeholder like we ask, let's say, and the name would be, let's say, um, so this would be add a task as of now,
Hmm.
and sometimes this compiler would.
What it is saying, app component listed. Can you go to HTML?
This is HTML.
No, no, no. The component ones. Component, what we have here, version. Just remove that version, full version, something.
Okay, might be a case.
Yep.
Yes, thanks
Okay.
for the hint. Okay. So the okay, this would be the input, and now what we want is like let me create some buttons over here.
Yeah.
So that button would be, let's say, first would be push, and we need 4 more buttons. Okay. So this would be, let's say, pop, and push pop and check is empty or not, and this was is full, I guess. Okay. So this would be 4 button.
The class input listed declarative.
Something is there is it occurs in every time here. Now it would run. Not sure why this compiler has this sort of thing. Okay. And now what you want is like
Pick
okay,
one
we
is
want to
there.
add, yes. Okay, on push, we have to push that. Okay. So let me just quickly create functions that will we have on this button click. So
Okay.
on click we'll have like add, let's say, add, and This would be remove. This would be add, remove, and let's say empty. And this would be, uh, let's say full as of. Okay, let me have these functions here. Add, remove, what was the empty and full. Okay, and now what I want is on change of it. So let me add fancy model here. We will have, instead of fancy model, what we can do is, on change will have function.
Not on change actually. If you type something, then it will try to do every time.
Hmm.
On
So
enter.
what we can,
On enter.
like I'm not sure about the on enter thing because like I have not implemented such kind of thing here on enter. So what I was trying to let just create some dummy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we'll figure it out
Created
for
them.
the enter part. Yes.
Yep, yep. You can create
Okay.
a on
So
change as well for now. That's fine.
hmm, change would be there. There would be text change. Let's say we should have a dollar event. Okay. And do something. Okay. This would be text change. Let me create this one as well. Exchange would be there, which will take an event. Let's say event would be any. Let me just do. Let me name would be Angular. Let me clear this one. Its name. Let's say. Say this now would be. Let's say list we can say. So this dot list would be there. And dot will check. Okay, and this list. What you want is this list should be there as of now. Let me check. Okay, and what thing we have to do, this dot list would be rendering part. Okay, so what we can do is on add, what we can do is this dot list push. Let me change this variable as text name. Let's say text name, and this text name would be type of string. We'll have text name, then this one text. Okay, this dot text name. This will be there, and we have to render list which would be there. Typing out something, I'm pushing it, so it is not reflecting right now.
It's an array list. So you have
Yes,
to loop it.
yes. So let me just create a UL over here, and this UL will have some li. That li would be rendering our items. So let's just use G over here, and we'll have let list. So this would be one sec. Okay, okay, same button here. Okay, it is not coming because it would be so text name. Okay,
No, that value is not assigning properly to the text name. You can print it and check it in the console.
let me just check.
Not here. On change. On change, get the value of event.target.value and try to print it.
I'm not sure about like where would be that
Right
console
click,
here.
right click on the add task. Inspect. Last inspect.
Okay, 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 sure. I thought
Okay.
there would be some tier compiler.
Minim.
So
Put it. See. Yep. Let it small.
just clear
Do
it.
one thing. Pull the bottom. Pull to bottom. Yep. Now
Yes.
add
Okay.
something. Okay.
Fine. Text name, text change is not defined. Okay. Let me just check. Text name is there. We are just assigning it. Let me just comment it out as of now. Text change. Mhm. I think on change is not working properly here.
Because your function
This
declaration
would be
is
like
wrong. Yep.
how it would work. Sure. On change should use
Capital
like
C.
the
Capital C. On change.
uh, change is right, I guess. This is right. We just console. Sorry.
Hmm.
Event first. What we are having in I'm not sure like this would be here in console or there would be some compiler console here. Can do this.
So
Um,
no, it should print over there itself. Just
let me-
remove on and let it change. Only change. Small c. Because you are getting earlier, you are getting that error, correct? Over here.
Yes, yes, yes. Right now, let me do one thing. Let me just put this text name here as well.
Or change method to some other method
Mhm.
on enter
So
or something or on blur or something or those.
yes, let me just check this once. Instead of change, we can add. Let's try it on enter.
You can use the input method as well.
Sorry.
Input method of text box. Just replace change with input in the HTML. On enter. Just put input over there. Yep.
This is something new which I never heard about it. Like input would be there.
It's a
We are
product.
having some
No, no,
values
no.
because it is changing here.
Can, just a minute. Can you expand that top message? You are print. It's printing. You are not selected from.
Yes,
No, 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 no. Go to that. Show me that again. Click on the message. You clicked on the user message. Click on 18th.
this one, right?
Yeah, where it is printing already there. Select that next line. 16. Select 16.
This one, right?
Yep. Double click on that. If you are see, it is changing.
Yes, it is changing. Let me just try with that part which we have commented here. So this will be game. Check.
Problem is with the compiler itself, I think.
I yes, it seems like it. Like, do you know any other compiler? Like we also
Stackblade
have
is there.
stack blitz. Yes,
Yeah,
stack
this
blitz
is
is there.
just copy
Let me
your
just.
code here in the
Mhm.
stack. I think no need to sign. That's fine. Just write stack bliss angular. That's it. Yeah, you can write here itself. Just put your code in the template.
Sure.
Copy your template code and put here and the component code in the component. Close this window.
I'm not sure how this would be. Go
Close this
on.
window. I will tell you. Open,
This one.
close. No, no, no. This one. Welcome back. What is sign in window? You have opened already. Close this window.
Mhm.
Go to now your earlier project, left side project. Copy the HTML
Yes.
first. Copy all HTML. Okay. There is a template. Yep. Remove this, paste it. Same thing do for a tag HTML. Sorry, temp component. Copy your list to full. Copy and put line number 22. Okay. Assign default value as a null or a blank.
Argument type
S-
nanny is not assigned to private type never.
what is this error? This is your shareable link. Can you click on that sign? Close this sign in. I cannot see your error. What it is saying? No, don't sign. Close it.
Yes.
Argument of type is not assignable to never. You
Let me
have
just remove this one, I guess. Mm. We are assigning it, console
so you have
inherit.
event is any, correct?
Yes.
Just
Also, like I have assigned this variable as any as of now. Like there would be no type checking for it.
try to
Let
print
me
at
just
least. Yeah, try to print
yes.
first. Is it working or
Let me
not?
check. Yes, yes. Okay, we have to import form modules here, I guess.
Scroll down. Scroll down. No, not here in the code. Scroll down. Scroll up. Import in the line number 8 before templates. Imports. Just write down imports before templates.
Sorry, actually I'm not getting what?
You have to
Here if
import
import
imports. Yeah, colon and write down your forms module now. What you want.
ng forward active was using the template, but neither the ng
Common
forward
module.
nor the
Common module you have to
common
add.
module is also not there.
So do you know why we have to write here instead of writing in app module? Any idea about it?
Because this is standalone true right here.
Okay.
So that's the only reason. Like here.
Property text name does not exist type of never. What exactly happening? Just assign some value to it, default value. And why you are taking the item dot text name? You are passing an object.
I was
Print
just no,
item.
I was yes. I think we were having that earlier error. So okay, I think now it's working.
Hmm.
And we have console as well
Yeah.
here. Let me just check. Push.
You are not pushing. You are not pushing at line number 35.
Again, this is coming. What would be the, I think this would be solved now. Going to push it. Okay, finally we had some solution for it.
Hmm.
Okay, let me just quickly do part that along the part on remove. We have to pop this particular item and do using pop and is empty. So empty like what action we have to done here? Like we have to empty the list.
It's not a, yep. If you want to make it empty, that's fine. But you have to check it. Is it the your array is empty or not? That is also
Okay.
one thing. You can create another
Okay.
another button. Is empty you have written,
Okay.
correct? That means array is
Yes.
empty or not. That we have to check.
Okay. So we can check here, like this dot list dot length list dot length.
You have to show this message in the HTML, not here.
Okay.
Before loop as well, that's fine.
Okay. Okay. Got it. We'll have some is empty. Let's me take this. It's empty.
You think you have to create all those things, is empty and everything here? Can you check in the template itself?
Okay. Okay. We can check from here if item length would be 0.
Item
So
length or a list length?
yes, sorry, list length.
Yep.
So what we can do here is no, not here. Let me have at 6 tag here. Okay. It will only be rendered when our
No, you have to show message list is not empty if it is not empty. Okay.
Mhm. So what I was thinking, like we'll add a ngif here and we'll check if list dot length not equals to 0, then there would be message like list. Acha, we have to show list is not empty now.
Hmm.
So what we can do is list is not empty, and this would only be hidden if list dot length. This would only be shown if the list dot length is greater than equals greater than 0. I can say okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so this would be shown, and let me we are adding it, we are removing it, is empty. So what we can do here is like we are showing here list is not empty. So what we can do is in empty, like we can empty the list
Hmm.
if that's fine. Is
Hmm.
so we can assign value to, so I guess it will be like making empty and is full. So what we can do is we can check if um dot list dot length, let me take 5 as of now. So if it would be greater than 5, so what we can do is we can have a variable is full here,
Hmm.
which would be false by default, and it is okay. I'll assign it. And if the link is, so what we can do is we can mark it as true. And okay, let me create one more thing. Same if, sorry, this full would be true. List is list is full. Let's say okay. We are adding it, removing it. In empty, we are emptying the list, and the length equals not equals to 0. Let's say, so it will say list is not empty, and it's full, so it will say full. Let me just run this code. Add name would say list is not empty. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Nikhil. Let's say XYZ push. Let's say this one also push. Okay, if you want to pop it, so okay, this is working as well. Let me just
Hmm.
push more. Okay, now it would be 5.
Hmm.
So if I'm going to click on is, let me check with is full. If it would be is full, so is full. Okay, you have to do list is not empty and list is full. What is okay? It's empty, man. It's making all clear.
Hmm.
This three function is working fine right now. Now is full. We have to check. So let's say I'm pushing this thing. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it is. Okay. It is when list is not empty and not equals to 0, so it will show it. Okay. And let's see if I'm going to empty it. Okay, it is also removing. Like this is also working. 3, 4, 5.
Hmm.
Now we have to show it if it would be full. So if this dot list dot length greater than 5, so we have to make true greater than 5. Okay, so let me push one more.
Hmm.
If I'm going to is full, so it will say list is full. But also if list is full, so we have to hide this one as well. Like list is not empty.
Hmm.
So what we can do is we'll have and in here like not is full. Then only this would be printed. Let me just
Hmm.
save it. Let me push. Okay, one, push it. Okay, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now if I'm going to click on is full, so it will say list is full. That is gone. If I'm going to click on list is empty, so we also have to hide this one as well. Now,
Hmm.
so if it would be there, so we'll have one more here, full and if is full and list dot length. I think this would also work here. Let me check. Push, push. Is full. I think we have achieved what we were required. Is there any
Okay.
okay? One thing is remaining here. Like we have to do this all this thing on and on enter, right?
Hmm.
So let me just try out using this one, which you have suggested. I'm going to click on it, putting enter. So it's not like I will read about this on enter, like
Hmm.
how
Yep.
it would be.
Okay.
We can do it
One
on enter.
one small thing for you now.
Mm-hmm.
So if already that value is added, then it should not add again.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. Do that.
So if we are adding it, so what we can do it, we'll check uh, if list dot includes that particular this dot. No, I think we have to loop over here for and then we can push it. Let me just try with this one once.
Do you
If
have to loop? Really?
uh, I think it's let me just try with this one. We'll check if that list includes that particular text name here. Let me have it close over here. So what it will do, it will check like this dot includes. If does not includes, then only we are going to push it. Okay, let me just try it. Let's say Nikhil is there. It includes, not includes. If it includes, so something is there. This dot list includes, if there would be text name, so then it is going to be pushed there. Text name. I think we have to remove on enter from here. Let's use on change. As of now, uh, okay. Uh, can you please hint us like what we were using here?
Try to
Let me
use
check with
change as well. That's fine.
this one. Might be a guess. This is affecting it. Hmm. Okay, push. Okay, it is pushing. Okay, now let's check this one. Okay, Nikhil, let's say push. I'm going to push it, so it is not going to push. And
Mm.
we can also add some message like this name already
Mm.
exists, something just
That's
like that
fine.
if you want to.
That's fine. That's fine. Change it some other name.
Okay.
Okay. Push now again. Just push. Yep. Yep. So
I think
yeah, that
it's
is fine. Yep. Okay. So What includes returns?
So basically, it will return a Boolean value,
Mm-hmm.
like this would be included or not. Like if it
Correct.
would be there, so it will return true, and otherwise it would return false.
Okay. So do you know what is the array method? Okay, this is fine. This is Nikhil. You did
Mhm.
very good, really, really good work for this. Okay, but
Thanks.
one thing for you. So
Uh-huh.
you created multiple buttons, correct?
Yes.
And multiple events.
Yes.
So do you think we can do something for this? So at least we can make the code more generate or
Mhm.
generative or something.
Okay. So like what we can do is like we have some map operator.
No,
So I
I'm
think
not saying about that. Go to HTML. We have app, add, remove, empty, full, correct? Buttons.
Mhm. Yes.
Buttons are
Yes.
fine, but we have created four event for four button. So do you
Mhm.
think we can
Yes.
do something other way so it would be easy?
So what we can do is like instead of like four events,
No,
we will have some.
event would be there. I'm saying
Mhm.
instead of creating four, yep, go ahead first. I will tell you later.
Okay.
What
So
would be
like
the other
what
way?
I
That's
heard.
what I'm saying.
Okay. So like what we can do is like instead of creating these four methods differently,
Hmm.
what we can do is like we will have a single method, and in single method will pass params like this action, like we can say like this
Hmm.
would be
Correct.
add
Yeah.
and like this would be remove, and using that switch like we can optimize
Yeah.
in a single
So,
function. So like
uh,
that's what we can do is.
that's what I was asking you. Okay.
Okay.
That is easy to do.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so now I was
Mhm.
asking you the array methods. Okay,
Mhm.
so what array methods do you know about ES6?
So like we have map filter reduce
Mm-hmm.
in array methods, so like we can use it. So like map will basically these all three methods return a new array. So like map will we can using map like map and array to a new value with like, let's say in simple, like if you want to add some value in it, like
Mm-hmm.
+2, so example like that. So like we can use map, and let's say for filter, if you want to filter it some items as per some particular use case condition, so using
Mm-hmm.
filter we can do it. And for the reduce, like if you want to sum any value or some expensive task, so
Mm-hmm.
we can use reduce over there as per the use case.
Okay, so okay, so have you heard about the for in and for off? What is different in both?
For name and for of, no, I
No,
have not
for in,
heard about
for
it.
in.
Foreign, okay. So like foreign we do for objects. Like
Mm-hmm.
object, if we want to iterate over object keys, then we'll use foreign. But like for off will for use basically for arrays. Like
Okay,
that's my
so
understanding.
okay, that's fine. Already we have used ng for here, correct? We are using off.
Hmm.
We're looping with a value,
Yes,
not the key,
yes,
correct? So that's fine.
yes.
Okay. So what are the object methods?
Object methods.
Yeah.
Um,
So
like
as you said that for in we can use with the object to loop.
yes, yes.
So there
Like
are a couple of methods to use looping. Object dot values, object dot entries,
yes,
object dot
yes. Object dot
keys.
values, entries, keys. Yes, we
Yep.
can do
So
it. Like if we want to extract some particular keys, so
hmm.
we'll use object dot keys. But if we want to exact keys and value both, so in
Yep.
that case we will use object dot entries, and we can pass that particular object which we want to use.
Correct.
So
Correct.
these are some methods which we can use.
Correct. Okay. So we'll move to the JavaScript. Okay.
Okay,
Some of the other questions, rapid fire question kind of. So
okay,
what is
that would
the
work.
okay? So what is immediately invoke function?
So immediately invoke function, like it also introduces ES6. So like instead of like calling function in a separate line, using immediately invoke function, so that would be like immediately invoke when that application would be run. Just like this is text change, right?
Hmm.
And we are calling it something like that. If we are going to wrap it in a function,
Hmm.
like this, let's say, and
Then
if we are going to invoke
hmm.
it, so like it will be immediately invoked instead of like calling this text change from somewhere else. And if we want, like this should be invoked whenever there would be some changes in it, so in that case, like I think we can use immediately
But
invoke.
Okay, but what is the use of it? Means when you will use it. But have you used in last 4 year? You have 4 years of experience.
No, no, I am not
Then
use immediately invoke function
okay,
anywhere in the
but
application. Just
yeah,
I've
but
read in JavaScript.
got it. I got it. But why they might be introduce it? So that is the question. What do you think?
That's something which I have to read about it, I guess.
Okay.
Might be a case like instead of calling again, like we can call it something just like that.
Hmm.
Let me just note it down. So like
Yeah, note it down.
it will be
Okay. What is
primary.
app initializer in Angular?
Okay, app initializer.
Hmm.
um if we want to initialize some particular custom component or dynamic component which we are using, which you want to use in our application, or let's
What?
say there would be some case, okay, I am just explaining. So let's say we are having one application,
Hmm.
and there would be some case like if we are using some state management library, so in that would be case like we are not resetting state after sign out, so there would be some stored value in cache, right?
Hmm.
And that would be impacting our application. So in that case, what we can do is like we can use app initializer sort of thing.
Hmm.
So that would be like invoked, that particular service would be invoked. So we can wrap those thing into app initializer and then we can call. So that's the only understanding I'm having. Let
Write
me
down.
just note it
Write
down
down that.
this way as well. Yes.
Okay. So okay. In JavaScript, how many ways we can declare a variable?
So there are three types, like using var, like we can declare it, and also using let and const we can also declare value.
Any other way? If I
Um,
don't use var let const, then
like there would be public variable instead, if we are not going to annotate it, like we are using this, right? So we are not
hmm,
used where over here, so this would be public variable here. So this would also be a case, I can say.
no, I'm not asking about the public and private variable. I'm asking about
Mhm.
the scope of that variable. It's not a
No,
public, it's a global.
yes, that's global.
Okay, so you're not using var or anything, then it would be a global variable. Okay.
Okay.
So what is npm in Java in Angular?
So basically it's a node package manager,
Hmm.
but like there is not a dedicated full form for this npm. There would be anything because
Hmm.
even npm don't know about its full form. So basically it required to like set up our Angular application. So like it
Hmm.
will provide a browser environment through which like it will provide a dependencies which we can have in our Angular application while during development time, or in let's say dependencies which we want when our application would be run. So we can fetch from that package manager. So for this reason, like we have to use npm, and like we need npm to like serve our application and sort of thing. So all of the dependencies we can use it from npm manager. So that's the like basic root part I can say for Angular.
Okay, so I want to add a bootstrap in your Angular application. So how can I add it?
So how we can add is like we have to like add like npm add and at the rate bootstrap, or like particular command which we want to use it, or other ways like we can use cdn in our index.html file.
Hmm.
So that would also be a case. So like using these two things, I think
Which
we
one
can
is the
integrate
better?
both. I think npm would be more better because if we are going to use CDN,
Hmm.
so there would be a case like it will be taking a lot of time to like get dependencies from that particular CDN, and also CDN would be changing like where there would be upgradation in it. So also it will impact in our application, I guess. So I think
Mm-hmm.
npm would integrating with npm would be the best way while using Bootstrap.
Okay. So what is package dot log file? Package dot log file.
So basically, package.log file is like we have dependencies in package.json in which we define. So
Hmm.
if we are going to run npm install or something just like that, so like it will log that particular dependencies which we are going to use in our application. So like we while creating dependency, let's say this is the file package.json. So
Hmm.
we have this minor and patch version over here, right?
Hmm.
So package log JSON, what it will do, like it will register those versions which we required in our application. So let's say if user going to run npm ISO, might be a case this version would be upgraded, right? So
Hmm.
package.json will package log will have a registry of this particular which we have designated from the scratch, I guess. So that's the thing which package.log.json have.
No, I did not get exactly. If I
Okay,
have
let
Angular
me
16,
write it.
wait,
Mm-hmm.
I have Angular 16, okay, and you have Angular
Okay.
17. You
Mm-hmm.
are doing npm install.
Mm-hmm.
So what will happen?
Mm, it will install all the dependencies and will log. I think
If I don't have package.log file, then what will happen? If I
nothing
have,
will happen. Like,
see, no, wait, you have
mhm.
17.0.1, okay, and I
Okay,
have 17.0.9.
okay.
If I do npm install, then what will happen?
Mhm. I'm not sure. Sorry, I
Okay,
have to read about it.
read about it. And what is that
Okay.
sign before 17 in the Angular.animation? What is this? Caret
I
sign.
think this is yes. I have to read about this analytics. Something is major, minor. This is tilde, I guess. And so I will read more on this.
Okay. What is difference between dependencies and dev dependencies?
So, dev dependencies are something which we required while we are developing in our application.
Mm-hmm.
So, like this compiler we need, and we also like if we are writing test cases, so Jasmine we also need it here. Compiler Karma is also these dev dependencies are basically which we required while development, and dependencies are something which would be required while our application would be in build time and would be running on prod application,
Okay.
something just
So
like
when
that.
you do ng build, so these dev
Mm-hmm.
dependencies are copied to your minified file or not then?
I guess it would not be copied. Might be, I guess it also would be copied. I am confused about
Read about it.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Let me just note it out. This one as well about depth and dependencies. Uh, Wait.
Okay.
Okay.
So have you upgraded any Angular application?
Yes, like in my previous experience, like I've upgraded from I guess from Angular 12 to 13. So like
Okay.
they have provided some docs, so we have to follow that steps which are provided in docs. Like it, they were having like first of all we have to upgrade like Angular CLI and Angular version, and then after that there were some more commands which we have to use, and also while upgrading like
So
there would be like
what exactly?
routers. Mhm.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry.
So yeah, there is a package, update.angular.io, something that you are able to
Mhm.
use. Okay. So I was asking you what version you are working right now in Angular.
It's 14 we are right now.
14. Okay.
Yes.
And are you aware about 17, 16, all those?
Oh yes, like I've read about some features which they have provided right now.
Okay. So make sure you that read those as well and try to create an example
Yes.
around that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I think we have covered a couple of questions of Angular as well. So you can consider all the other question, what is custom, how to create custom pipe, what is pipes, how to navigate to one component to another component. If you worked with a Angular material, then how can open a dialog, all those things. Okay. What is lazy
Okay.
loading? So these are the basic common questions. So I don't want to
Okay.
go to there right now.
Okay.
Okay. So I think one more question for you. So how can I use
Mhm.
a multiple router outlet?
Mm, that would be something which I have to read about it.
Okay. Read about them.
Multiple, did you say? Multiple
Multiple
router?
router.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Can I?
these are introduced in newer version or
No,
like it's in
it is
previous?
already there. Can I use
Okay.
multiple interceptor?
Yes, we can use multiple interceptor.
Then how can you make sure that this interceptor should run first?
Oh, that's something which I have to like we can like uh add those interceptor in the providers area of ng module, and like we have to like there would be some property which we can add like what
Okay.
when this would be run on the.
So get rid of the
Mhm.
modules now. Okay. Read about the
Mhm.
standalone components. standalone
Okay.
architecture. So
Okay.
the project which we are creating Angular 16, 17, we don't have the modules now over there. Okay. So if we are
Mm-hmm.
not using the modules, then how the routing is working? Okay. How the interceptor going to be added if we don't have the modules, we don't have providers over there. So how all those things will be added to the project? Okay. At least read about that. Okay. That is
Okay.
the new
Might be,
thing.
I guess, like I will hit and try, like it would be added in app component imports, I
No,
guess.
no.
We'll read. Okay, we'll read.
See,
So
so
like in upgraded version, like ng module is totally removed.
yes.
Okay. That's
Just
something like
let
I
me
have
see
to,
if I have some project of Angular 7.
yes, that would be like more benefit for me.
Okay, let me open one project.
Mhm. I'm just stop sharing.
So, okay, so npm runs. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what the project here right now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we see the projects are all these things are the standalone. Okay, so if you
Yes.
see module file is not there,
Okay. So
no module.
something app.config.ts is added, I guess.
Yep, that is the things which we have to add. Okay, so this is how your routing gets works. Okay, let me open this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was created this example, one small example for me. So this is related to at the rate. Let me show you that as well. Okay, we'll talk about that. First, we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about this architecture. Okay, so
Okay.
this is your app, this is your component,
Okay.
this is your HTML. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so nothing is here at the bottom. If you see here, only the router links. That's it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these are the things I have added. Okay, and in here, nothing is there. Only routes. Okay,
Okay.
which we have here. And routes will be look like this. Right now I have added only the eager loading routes, but we can do like
Okay.
this.
Like load children
Load,
and
no,
load.
load component.
Okay.
Okay.
Like now we can lazy load component as well instead
Yeah.
of loading
So
all the model.
that's the thing they have added. So that's why I asked you. Like this,
Okay.
you can import your component itself.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Comment out this. Let me like this. Load component. Okay. Like this, we can give path imports. Sorry, I need to add imports. Okay. App. What is that component name? Components. When visible slash component, and here the way we are using dot, let's say m
Mm-hmm.
dot component name. That's it. Okay,
Okay.
this is how we have to import the components now lazily instead of
Mm-hmm.
doing this. So if we go here now,
Okay.
when visible, if I come here, you see now, let me show you that as well, how that eager loading and the lazy loading works for the components now.
Mhm.
Network.
Like right now you are on Visual Studio.
Yep, right now I'm showing my browser.
No, I am able to see your only Visual Studio.
Oh, sorry. So now let me reload this and let me click on all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just a minute. Actually, I cannot. How can I hide this?
Which one?
No, no, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Let me open side by side so we can see. Okay. We see now
Mm-hmm.
when visible,
Mm-hmm.
it's calling separately. Okay. It is getting that separately. So this is
Mm-hmm.
how it get called. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing. Let me reload this 1 hour. I'm reloading the page. Okay. I got this. Okay. Now, if I
Mm-hmm.
click on when visible, then only the chunks get loaded for that. Okay.
Okay.
That this is how the your lazy loading is working for your components. See
Standalone.
this, it's
Okay.
standalone. This is visible. Okay. We are calling this
Okay.
component, correct? When visible.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see other, it is not getting called, correct? Nothing is loading. But
Mm-hmm.
when you click on when visible, if it is already loaded into DOM, let me reload once more. See,
Mm-hmm.
now I have comment, nothing is printing, correct? Everything is eager
Mm-hmm.
loaded. But when I click on when visible, you will see the chunks. Okay. This is the lazy loading for components. Okay. This is the one feature they have added. Okay. And one more thing, what we're talking about the architecture. Okay. So this is your, let me make it big. Okay. This is your main.ts. From here, you can bootstrap your application and all the configuration, whatever you have to add, you will add here. If you go here, then you will find everything. What are the providers you are adding? What are the app config needs? Okay. If you go here, go through this document once. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We do config in this file, app config file. Okay. We do have to add multiple things here. I can import
Module, but let's say if we have to include forms module or something just like that, so we have to, where we have to, like in the component
everything.
it's
Yeah, everything should be in component now. See,
there. Yes,
yeah,
okay,
and
so like we
column
can add
also,
module as well here if you want to.
whatever you
Okay,
want to use, put it over here.
okay,
Okay, so this will be a standalone. See, so it is not dependent on anything. You have
another, okay,
already
yes,
dependent. Okay.
yes,
Then
yes.
how the earlier we do have that modules, then how we do load those modules in the subchild. How can we pass as a children's? Okay, here
Mm-hmm.
we have this, but how can I pass these children? Okay, all those things will come.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, okay, okay. And
earlier
can you please show me if you have 1 minute, like that differ which you are having right now? Like I have read about differ in the last folder, I guess you are having.
this one
Achha, that's only a component. Okay. And where you are using this component? Like if we can see it.
itself.
Okay. So at the differ. Okay. Instead of timing, like we can also pass like when this should be visible.
Yep.
Okay.
So these are the
Okay. Okay.
new things. Okay, so you
Yes,
can
yes.
read about.
I only read about like we can pass only time in deferred. Like we can also pass true false value as well. Like that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. You can
Okay.
pass anything on that.
Okay.
This is on hover. Whenever you are hovering
Mhm.
on this, it's
Then only
automatically
okay.
this. Okay, the silence, whatever value we have, and
Yes.
this is how that placeholder works. And value you have to pass like the signals. I have not. I think it's not here. I'm working on that
Mhm.
right now, but I will create one example on the signals and all. So to show how the
Okay. Okay.
signal is working, how to get the value from signal, how to bind the value to
Mhm.
the signal, all those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
something quite new, interesting features which
yeah,
Angular
so
have added.
they have introduced that. So make sure
Mhm.
that you read because see at least seven concept over here itself. So to read.
Yes.
Okay. So go
Okay,
through
okay.
these as
We'll
well.
read about such things.
Okay. I'm stopping my sharing. Let me know if
Sure.
know anything else right now.
I think that's pretty much like I've known like what I have to read more about the things. So that's something good which I've
Okay.
learned
So
right now.
based on your understanding, if I was
Mhm.
taking your interview for one of the company, then I would select you. Okay.
Mhm.
So, but I would recommend the questions which I ask you to read
Yes.
before
Yes.
joining.
Like that's, yeah,
Okay.
that's a
Yeah.
basic question which I have not read. So
Yeah.
we'll go
So
through from it.
go through those as well. Okay. And about
Okay.
JavaScript as well, same thing. Okay.
Mhm.
The way I
Okay.
asked you about the global
If we
global variable, if he,
okay.
all those
Yes.
things, closures, all those things.
Mhm.
Read about
Okay.
that.
Okay. 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 Sure.
Okay, then
Okay.
the best.
It's
If you need any help, please ping me on Instagram.
okay.